Hello, VC Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 61. I have a nice stack of $3 albums to show you. Actually, I have several boxes filled with albums at that price point. Many of the albums were purchased back in the summer at the flea market. I purchased a lot from my friend Dan's home. Not many contemporary artists, but lots of great artists nonetheless. We're going to start out with Harry Belafonte, Belafonte on Campus. Beautiful album, beautifully recorded. This is the stereo pressing. This is definitely the one to get. Always been a fan of Harry's. Great live performer. Great actor. Was a civil rights activist. Just a phenomenal vocalist. Love his voice. And this album is filled with great songs. Hands down, my favorite, The Hands I Love, and that's a Gordon Lightfoot composition. Just a beautiful song. Beautifully sung, beautifully arranged. Many of these albums can be purchased for under $10 at your local shop. Just for that song alone, it's just worth the price of this album. But in addition to that, you have The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, Delilah. Great stuff. Highly recommend that one. The Everly Brothers. This is a Rhino release from the 80s. Rhino Records always do a great job with their reissues, with their compilations, and this is no exception. This collects previously undiscovered versions of the classic Cadence recordings, 57 through 60, really their peak period. Many of them you know. Wake Up Little Susie, which in its day was really a bit of a controversial song. All I Have to Do Is Dream. When Will I Be Loved, which is one of my favorites. Till I Kissed You. I threw this on the table. First thing that stuck out were the sonics of this album. Dare I say audiophile quality? It sounds so good, and you have to remember these were recorded, 60 plus years ago. And I started reading some of the notes on the back. I said, well, this all makes sense. I'm going to read a little bit for you. Let's see. The record you're holding is the result of Rhino Records' review of the first generation master tapes used in our high fidelity Everly Brothers reissue series, a collection of albums remastered for the first time from the original Cadence recordings. Amazingly, we found that almost all of the complete recording session tapes remain in pristine condition, unplayed for over 35 years. So there you go. So that explains the the great sound quality. Highly recommend this one. I'm a huge Everly Brothers fan, so I picked up a few titles. This is a 2 LP set, live performance from 1970 from I think Anaheim, California. It's so. You can tell that they're trying to kind of keep up with the changing music styles of the day. They do a few nice covers of some Beatle tracks, but again, it's just so. But all of these albums are in just pristine condition, many of them unplayed. This is on the beautiful green Warner label. And don't know much about this one. I think this is a French pressing. Collects a lot of their hits. I haven't had a chance to play this one yet, but I have a feeling that the sonics aren't going to be great on that one. This is another great reissue label that really takes great care in the quality of the product, the pressing. And this is on Ace Records. This is Dion and the Belmonts. So why didn't you do that the first time? Rare and Previously Unreleased. Again, I threw this on. Sounded fantastic. Started reading some of the notes on the back again. I think these were recorded from a backup master. I think they were converted to digital file, and then this was recorded from that. But, you know, all that being said, still sounds fantastic. The Wanderer, Crying, Moon River, one of my favorite Mancini compositions. Good stuff on that one. Billy Joel, Souvenir. And I believe this was a promo only, sent out to radio stations. I don't think this was ever commercially released. It's a Columbia white label. This was recorded at the University of Connecticut in 1976. Let's see. I'm a huge fan of Billy Joel's. His 80s work. I actually right through his complete catalog. I've always been a fan. Really gravitate towards his early records. This has some of my favorites on it. Captain Jack, Street Life Serenade, Turnstiles. Quite nice. Buddy's Buddy, Buddy Holly, songs by Jimmy Gilmer. It's amazing. Buddy was so young when he died, but he was so prolific in that short period of time, and he really had plans to start his own label. He was anxious to record different genres of music. He was really a talented guy. It's just tragic. And almost all of the songs on this release were either written or co-wrote by Buddy. Look at Me, Wishing, I'm Gonna Love You Too, Lonesome Tears, Oh Boy. Gilmer does a nice job. And this actually has the original promo that Dot Records included. 100 plus best-selling albums. Kind of advertising their label, their catalog. So that was kind of neat. Dion, Street Heart. Again, this is a promo. Palm Tree label. Played this one. I think I'm more impressed by the musicianship on this one than the actual songs. Great session players. Dean Parks, Lee Scar, just great playing. I see this album often. I do have a copy, although I don't think mine is as clean as this one. Whenever I see this in the wild, it's always scratched to hell. This is Snoopy and His Friends, the Royal Guardsmen. This is on the Lorry label. Get a load of this. This really appears to be unplayed. This is a French reissue of I Got You, I Feel Good, James Brown. Had a chance to play this. This must be from, this is from 1983. Great sounding record. Cover is not, it's not the greatest reproduction ever, but they got it right with the sound. I believe it. I don't know if this might have been one of their last recordings, Born Yesterday. Again, just can't go wrong. Their harmonies are flawless. And this one includes a Why Worry, which is a Mark Knopfler song. Beautiful song. That was off of his Brothers in Arms album. They do a fantastic job with that one. Amanda Ruth, I like that one as well. The title track. Still produced by Dave Edmunds. Just a really nice album. I was really lucky to pick this one up. Usually don't find early Tamlet titles, especially not at this price point. And when I do, the albums are pretty much beat to hell. The seams are split. This one is in fine condition, no seam splits. The Miracles, of course, Smokey Robinson. And this is on the white Tamla label with the blueprint. Really lucky to find this one. I'm a huge fan of the Righteous Brothers. Blue-Eyed Soul. No one did it better than they did. I actually found 4 releases. I would say 3 of them are unplayed. 3 of them are also promos. This is Saying Something. This is on Verve. Nice yellow promo label. And let's see. On this side of Goodbye, Yes Indeed, Harlem Shuffle, My Girl, A Man Without a Dream, Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Great stuff. Again, beautiful, clean copy. You don't see this title often, and I've never seen a promo copy before. This is Rebirth. Again, on the Verve label. Not familiar with a lot of the music on this one. Of course, I know a couple of the covers. Born on the Bayou. Let's see. Put a Little Love in Your Heart. But can't say I know many of the other tracks. Have not listened to this one yet, so this will be fun. This is Greatest Hits, Volume 2. You're My Soul and Inspiration. Bye Bye Love. Go Ahead and Cry. Justine. Great stuff. And then the only one that's not a promo, but still in beautiful shape. Standards. Just a lot of classics, standard compositions, probably from the 40s and 50s. That Lucky Old Sun, Since I Fell for You, Come Rain or Come Shine. Lots of jazz standards. If I Ruled the World, Somewhere. Really nice. And the last 2 are by Simon and Garfunkel, also known as Tom and Jerry. These both collect a bunch of early recordings. This is on the Pickwick label. Love that cover. And actually, Hey Schoolgirl is on both. Let's see. Teenage Fool. Tijuana Blues. Lots of these were penned by Simon and Garfunkel, whereas when they were signed to Columbia, Paul really took control of the songwriting. And then the Triumphs are on the on side B, side 2. Yeah, lots of the same on both. But just a great picture of very young Simon and Garfunkel. And this is on Big Records. All right, that's all I have. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a nice holiday.